Imagine a tree. But not just any tree. A tree whose seed once floated in microgravity, circled the Earth from thousands of miles away, traveled all the way to the moon aboard Apollo 13, and then returned home to sprout roots in our soil. What incredible journey did these moon trees undertake? And why did NASA send a bag of seeds into deep space? This is the little-known story of Earth's space-borne forests, living monuments that connect our planet to its closest celestial neighbor. Our story begins in 1971 with Apollo 14, the mission that followed the near-fatal disaster of Apollo 13. NASA was determined to make everything count, every experiment, every detail. So when astronaut Stuart Trusa walked into training with an unusual idea, NASA said yes. He wanted to take seeds into space. Why? Well, it wasn't a random experiment. Before joining NASA, Rusa had been a smoke jumper and elite firefighter who parachutes into forest fires. His early life was deeply tied to America's forests. So when the U.S. Forest Service approached him with a proposal to send hundreds of tree seeds to the moon, Rusa didn't hesitate. The experiment was simple. Could seeds survive deep space radiation, microgravity, and the extreme conditions of lunar travel? Would they grow differently? Would they mutate? Or would they even grow at all? NASA agreed. And just like that, hundreds of seeds were selected: pine, sycamore, sweet gum, redwood, and Douglas fir. Inside a small canister, these seeds prepared to become the first and only accidental astronauts in botany. In February 1971, Apollo 14 launched into space. Hidden among scientific instruments and essential supplies was a simple sealed container, holding life in its smallest form. As the spacecraft entered lunar orbit, those seeds quietly floated inside their metal home. They circled the moon 34 times, absorbing cosmic radiation, enduring temperature shifts, and surviving turbulence no Earth seed had ever faced. Rusa never brought them down to the lunar surface. They stayed aboard the command module Kitty Hawk, watching from above as Alan Shepard made history with the first golf shot on the moon. After 9 days in space, the seeds returned to Earth. Scarred, shaken, and surprisingly, still alive. The container, however, accidentally opened during decontamination. Seeds spilled everywhere. Researchers panicked. The experiment almost died right there on a table. But the seeds were saved, sorted, and soon shipped off to labs and nurseries across the United States. It was time to find out what the moon had done to them. To everyone's surprise, the seeds grew, not just into healthy seedlings, but into completely normal trees. No mutations, no strange colors, no alien twists in their branches. The moon trees, as they came to be known, were indistinguishable from Earth-born trees. But their story was anything but ordinary. As America celebrated the bicentennial in 1976, NASA began gifting these moon trees to states, schools, universities, botanical gardens, and even foreign countries. Each tree became a living symbol, a reminder of exploration, scientific curiosity, and the strange ways space touches life on Earth. Ceremonies were held, plaques were installed, children planted them. Some were placed at historic sites, others in quiet corners of forests where few people knew their cosmic origin. They became part of our landscape, and then mostly forgotten. For decades, the moon trees disappeared from public memory. There was no central list, no proper tracking. Many trees were planted, but few were documented. It wasn't until the early 2000s that people started asking, where did all the moon trees go? NASA, surprised by the renewed interest, launched a search. Scientists, students, and amateur historians began tracking them down like botanical detectives. Some trees were found thriving, tall, full, majestic. Others had died due to storms, disease, or simple neglect. A few were hiding in plain sight, with only a small faded plaque revealing their incredible past.